Hi guys, my name is Jean. I'm from Colombia. My question is, what reference from How I Met Your Mother did you use to build her character?
Ooh.
Our characters are so different. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to sort of probably say exactly what Francia was about to say. I think it became clear very early on in the creative process that we were making a different show. It's a different time that we live in from 2005. Dating has moved on. The show had to reflect that, and I think the characters had to reflect that as well. There was no point trying to recreate what was magic. You can't just sort of recreate that. We had to sort of find our own way. We had to find our own characters and hope that in time we could maybe capture a small amount of the magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally agree. We're just trying to make something that can stand on its own and pay homage to the past. That's essentially what we're trying to go for.
Yeah, it's so different. I mean, I think what I think is beautiful about it is, I've moved many times. I'm sure we've all moved house. Have you ever wondered who moved into your previous home and what life they're having there? And I think that's what's happening here is, like, as an audience, we are now visiting this apartment that we fell in love with, and we're seeing a brand new storyline with brand new people and their journey in falling in love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello guys, so nice to meet you. So my question is, where were you guys and what were you doing when you heard you got cast?
Oh,
You have the.
I have the craziest story.
Yeah.
So I auditioned.
So tell me.
I auditioned for 3 months. 3 months. And it was the craziest 3 months of my life. But I ended up going on a birthday trip to Antigua, which is in Jamaica. And at the time, I did not have this role. And I was going to go shoot a movie in Canada. I was like, whatever. And then I was very drunk. And I got a phone call and they're like, hey, you have to come back to LA because you're on this show. And I was like, what? And then all the calls started coming. I am wasted. So it was a great time. I cried. It was amazing. It was my birthday. Great birthday gift.
You found out on your birthday?
No way.
I found out around I was on my birthday trip.
That is strange. That is beautiful.
Like not the actual day, but celebrating my birthday is when
birthday week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so much cooler than me and Tom's.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a cooler story, but also the journey was not great.
No. No, I mean, mine was sort of, I came across, I've been trying to live in the States for a few years and had very boring visa problems and all stuff like that. And then, an audition came up and the sort of standard, you do the audition and then you get a recall and you get your hopes up and then you tell yourself not to get your hopes up and then you get through to the next stage and you get your hopes up again and then you tell yourself not to get them up again and then it's
really
awful
life. Is that what it's like, Tom? Sorry.
And then that awful point after that, what you know is going to be the last audition, and then you just sit and wait by the phone call and people are asking you if you want to, I don't know, go for a hike or something, and you say, no, I can't. I must sit and wait by the phone and do nothing else until I hear back about this. That's that. I mean, that's how I deal with it anyway.
Tom, you know what's funny? True to theme, you are still sitting by a telephone booth.
It is, yes. A little English telephone booth.
Didn't I get
and a picture of you guys.
Hey, love it, man. I love that.
There was a picture there. I actually replaced it. There was a picture there that my nephew drew, but he's 3 and it's crap. So, I don't mean that at all.
Where were you?
How did I find out? I think I was cooking. I was at home. I was cooking. I had a very good feeling about the whole thing. I was like, if I did.
Did you? Did you really? That's nice.
It was like, it was like a done deal before I even walked in.
It wasn't a done deal, but like I felt good about what I did. And everybody I had the conversations with, it was such real, honest, genuine conversations. I was like, okay, cool. If I don't get the part, it's just because they were looking for something else. Like, whatever.
That was probably the craziest part for me. This was like one of the only auditions I could say where I was like, this is mine. I was confident. I said, if I don't get this, they're insane. Like I have to start.
That is so weird. I genuinely, on my last audition, I walked out and I said to my agent, I said, if I don't get that part, I'm fine, because I know that I put everything into that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you leave it all in the room and you walk out and you go, all right, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And thankfully, very thankfully, it did.
It happened. Plus 20.
Plus 20. Yo, I think I'm the only one that understood 21 would be savage. That was good.
Oh, nobody got that joke.
That, I did. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
I know.
Let's go. I'm sure a lot of How I Met Your Mother fans will be pleased with How I Met Your Father, but what would you say to maybe younger generations who didn't watch the original? Can they jump right into the story or not?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it is a really different show. I mean, it's taking place in a different time. How I Met Your Mother was in 2005, and social media didn't exist. So I think that show would be weird to the newer generation, and they would wonder why cell phones slap, which were my favorite. So I think nowadays, it's modern day dating. Life, I think they'll enjoy it. And when I was younger and I looked at these shows, it made me look forward to turning 30 and dating, which was a lie and a trap, but that's another story.
Don't tell them. But also I feel like, regardless of your generation and stuff like that, everybody's looking for familiarity. Everybody's looking for a place of comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's looking for friends. Everybody's looking for like someone who understands how to deal with these things and what it feels like to deal with like love, loss of love, looking for career, figuring it out, feeling like you've not gotten anywhere, all these types of things that all of us deal with, right? So I feel like for the younger generation, it'd be a nice thing to just watch and I feel like be part of, like enjoy and like just chill, come hang, Pemberton, it's a welcoming place.
No, they've said it all. All I will say is that phones that do that were great. Phones that do that were even better.
Oh my God, I had one of those, bro.
It was the best to hang up on people. No.
Yeah, I guess. Give them that.
I never hung up.
My razor. I miss my razor.
Hi, everybody. I'm Freda from HeyUGuys, and a nice familiar accent for Tom as well.
Isn't it just as soon as I hear it, I go, oh, that's nice.
So the $1 million question for you all. Who do you reckon is going to turn out to be the father in the title? Because we all know we've seen him in the pilot because we're told that. So who's it going to be? Who's your money on?
Mine keeps switching all the time right now, and I don't know if you have met this person till episode. I don't know which episode, but right now I'm banking on Drew. Our man Drew.
He comes in 3.
Yeah, he comes
Our
in
man
3.
Drew. Don't say no more but man, that guy's got class. That guy's got slick skills.
I think we all, not only did we all fall in love with Drew, I think we all fell madly in love with Josh Peck as well.
Man, come on, bro, there's no escaping that.
And so for weeks we were just going, well, if it's not Drew, then I'm not going to be happy, and I'm really going to be unimpressed. Who do I think it's going to? Do you know what? I genuinely didn't put that much thought into it. It seems that everybody outside of the 6 of us, keeps sort of asking the question, whereas we barely really spoke about it when we were on set. We just sort of trusted that they'd tell us eventually, I guess.
I think we're so focused on our own characters.
Yeah.
But I do love Drew too. I mean, I text him all the time, Team Drew.
Yeah, what a guy. Also, I feel like it's irrelevant to us who it is, because right now we're just wherever the character is at that particular moment, and we're not playing up to anything, we're not playing down on it. Like, it's just where we are at the time, and that's all that really truly matters. I feel like, as we talk about many times, it's like about the journey, not the destination. And I feel like, we're on the journey, man. We can't tell where we go. We don't know where we're going. All we know is where we've been. Yeah. We're just on the road going.
Or maybe she hasn't met him yet.
Hey, listen, we don't know what else she did on the pilot. So, what was the most unforgettable moment in the first season?
Answer that. There we go.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
So,
most unforgettable moment. I think it was just all. I think it was all our off-screen stuff, just hanging out.
Yeah. hanging out and just having a good old time talking. Personally,
Adele
for me,
was my-
on screen though, I did
Adele
have-
was unforgettable.
Oh, damn. No.
Oh, Adele!
Do I have to tell
Adele was
the, do I have to tell the
unforgettable.
story
That was
very quickly then? All right.
Yeah, you tell the story.
So the parking lot at the studios where we were filming,
Are you exposing us?
they had been setting up for a what seemed to be a music video for days, and there were
Adele.
whispers. There were whispers going around that it was going to be Adele's new music video. And on the Friday night after we finished filming, in the parking lot, we saw that it was
Our
in
first
fact.
week.
It was the first week. It was in fact Adele filming her music video, and I got us kicked out because I tried to take a photograph and my flash went off. And
He couldn't switch off his flash, and she
Rookie.
came in, like, "Are you taking a picture?" He's like, "No," and the flash.
I lost. I'm
poking out of his-
not. I'm. You know, not that I'm the most level-headed person anyway, but I lost all composure when the security guard came up, and they were like, "We're going to need you to delete that," and I just forgot how to use my phone and started to panic. And if anyone asks where Charlie came from, it was probably that moment there when I just lost all composure.
No, and then you're like, okay, and now I'm opening my phone, and now I'm
Yeah,
going
and then pictures of
to. Oh,
my
do you want to see
nephew
my
came
nephew?
up.
My nephew.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we got kicked off the lot on the first
They
one.
were like, what show are you a part of? We said, we're on Nickelodeon.
We lied and told them we were on a different show. We're gonna get so told up after this interview's finished, just FYI.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias, Francia.
Gracias. Adiós.
Adiós.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey, you guys!